Saturday, the 16th of July, 2020, I participated in one of the MRAN night races, the second one of the series. This series focuses on endurance riding, spanning 4 hours of nighttime where you can barely see anything. It's mental and physical. It's got some crazy desert sections that are insane to go through in the day, and at night it's even crazier. Daytime will obviously always be easier than nighttime, but these tracks were quite fun and quite crazy. This track was similar to the last track in distance, being about 12 miles long. However, this race was completely different in the speed that it had and in the technical track level. The diversity in the terrain types was insane. You had everything from gravelly washes, all the way up to hard enduro rocks, all the way back down to gravelly washes, and then climbing mountains. Quite fun, quite crazy. I would recommend anybody do it because it was so much fun. All of this was done from 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at night in the middle of summer. So even though it's nighttime in the middle of summer, we're in the desert. It doesn't get much colder than 95, 100 degrees. The race entirely was about 100 degrees throughout the whole thing. This night there was rain everywhere. There was rain on the way there. There was rain in the city, but right where we were, there was no rain. However, all around us was thunderstorms. So you could see lightning and thunder throughout the entirety of the race in the background, all orange and reflected by the dust. It was super cool, but I wish it rained because it was so dusty. It made for a very dusty, hot, humid race, but I enjoyed it, and let's get into the race. If you guys enjoyed the video, like the video and comment what lights you like to use when you go out night riding. The first lap right off the start, it was all complete whiteout. You could not see anything. You couldn't see farther than 10-15 feet in front of you for a lot of the first lap. The heavy dust cleared up as riders spread out and as time went on. However, it was still dusty if you were within half a mile, quarter mile to half a mile of the rider in front of you. In the second lap, I had a little tip over, but it led to an enormous amount of pain because I fell into a cactus. I had cactus all stuck in my hand. I was yanking it out by the end of the third lap because I rode an entire lap with a cactus in my hand. Not recommended, but we all enjoy. We all ride dirt bikes in the middle of the desert. We're gonna get cactuses. Cactuses suck, but they're part of the track. The entire course, there were many sections where the yuccas and cactus and bushes all around the track. The fact that you couldn't see them, one, and the fact that they were breaching over at head level, it could have taken so many riders out, but I'm glad a lot of people stayed in the race. I'm glad a lot of people finished, and I'm glad I wasn't taken out by any of them, because that could have been really painful and would have hurt a lot. However, there was a couple quite humorous sections where there was a metal stake, it was like a little bit above head level while I'm on a dirt bike. The stake looks like it's made out of plastic. It sounds like it's made, like, these stakes look like they're made out of plastic. And I went, you know what? I'm going to cut this corner a little bit shorter. Let's not cut the corner shorter, because I smacked that stake and went, boom, completely, like, it hit real hard, and I hit my elbow in that. Yeah, I'm glad that wasn't on video. I want to thank the entire pit crew that was there, everybody that came out to support me. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed the whole thing while being out there. Good job to Antonio. He was out there. I gave him some props. Good job to everybody else out there, because I can only remember Antonio at the moment. But I had a lot of fun out there, and thanks for making that a lot of fun. Now, this time, we were prepared for the race. We nabbed ourselves some task headlights and bike lights, and we used those throughout the race. It was very good. I love the lights. I just had to position them correctly. You know, you can't position them down. And they've got little sliders. They've got little sliders on them that let you position them. It made it positioning them really easy on the helmet, because all you had to do was unscrew a little thing, go whoosh, whoosh, and it was really easy. Very, very helpful, very beneficial. I would recommend getting those helmet lights. The bike light was necessary as well, because just helmet lights could not see the whole track. I had a big round task light on the front. It shined out midway because I set it for a mid distance instead of long distance, because we weren't running super long track or super open tracks. I had it mid distance, and it perfectly used for the entire race, because I couldn't. You don't need to see super far, so you just needed to see enough. Filled in the gap in between the two headlamps, and let me say, when that light went out, because we didn't manage lights properly, I was very, very much slower than I was with that headlight. I would recommend always having a headlight and always having helmet lights, because it's so much better with both. We got updated batteries for both the headlights and both the bike light. An absolutely awesome race with a very gnarly track that I would recommend everyone go race one of these night races, because it's so much fun over the 4 hours to push your body to the limits. I know riding in a team is fun. I like riding in a team too. However, riding by yourself and pushing your body to its limit, always more fun, even though you're going to hurt the next day. I did finish second, and I did finish second less than a minute behind the leader. The leader passed me on the lap that I lost my headlight, which I lost my headlight at the second lap before the last lap. Second lap before the last lap, he went by me when I couldn't see. I lost about a minute there, and I dropped it down right under a minute to him by the end of the race, which was, under a minute after 4 hours. I think that was pretty good. You can go check out the race vlog and the whole lap of the race in one of the sides of the videos. It might be on my face. I don't know. I know I'll be using this thing in the back. It's probably got stuff on it, but I've got a green screen on the back, and I'm so happy that I threw it up, and I'm going to learn how to do this. Thank you guys for sticking around, and see you in the next one.